Thank you, sister. And I'm very honored to have this beautiful person with me. This is my daughter, Therese Marie Claire Dunn. How do you use your middle name? Never get to use your middle name. Anyway, not just because she's my daughter, but she's doing some really good work right here in the capital city, Ottawa, with CNEWA. CNEWA stands for?
Catholic Near East Welfare Association.
And tell us about the work you do and its relationship to the pro-life movement.
Sure. So we're a Catholic humanitarian aid organization started by Pope Pius VI in 1926. So almost 100 years. And we work in Northeast Africa, India, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe. And what we do is we help families, refugees, internally displaced with the effects of war. And really valuing that human life that is so tragically taken by so many wars these days. So just really praying for that.
Yeah. In Ukraine? Right?
Yes.
And what are some of the other places that you mentioned there?
So specifically right now our main projects are focused in Ukraine and the Middle East. So Palestine, Israel, Gaza, really focusing on our projects on the ground, working, providing food boxes in Ukraine specifically, working with people internally displaced in the Middle East and Jerusalem specifically.
And sometimes just that giving of food or being on the ground and giving some medical support, that's the difference between despair and hope, especially for women in crisis pregnancy centers. And you do that. You have projects for mothers. You have projects for the elderly. Can you share a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So we have 2 clinics specifically in Jerusalem that help mothers from their pregnancy up until and even after they give birth. And then they work with them to help raise that baby until they're okay to move forward. Of course, right now it's very uncertain how things are going with those clinics, but we're getting updates. And then we have had some palliative care projects in Ukraine as well. So valuing life from conception to natural death.
Well, that's amazing work because, while we want to support a culture of life in this country and in the United States, we can't forget about the culture of life that is so desperately needed in these developing countries, and that's why the good work, and that's why I suppose sponsored and has been for so long by the Vatican.
Yes.
And of course today we have a new pope, so
we do pray for our pope.
I'm sure he will be just as supportive as our previous popes have been for CNEWA.
Yes.
So tell us a little where people can go to find out more information about the work you do.
Absolutely. So please go to our website, CNEWA/CA. You can donate there to any of the countries we work in, find out more about our projects, and please pray for the work that we do.
Awesome. That is just great. We have just a couple of minutes before we have to wrap up. When you get up in the morning and you head into work, what's the first thing you're thinking about when it comes to serving the less fortunate?
I'm thinking about the reports that we get from these places that are not talked about. The government, the broadcasts that are happening about these places are not telling the truth about what is actually going on. So when I sit down at my desk and I write from these reports and I write appeals and blogs for our website, I'm writing about these lives that are taken so tragically, and trying to fight for them and bring awareness for these lives. Yeah, no,
it's great, and it's so good that you are able to do that, and I'm so very proud of the work you do because you're not just supporting the vulnerable out there, which is very important, but moms and babies out there, and I know we have a special baby named Will. Who might be out there watching you right now, our son Matthew and his wife Shannon. So we just send a little hello out there to baby Will. He's the baby in our lives right now. So anyway, God bless you, and God bless you, Therese, and all your work with CNEWA. And we're going to throw things back over to Sister on the Hill here at Parliament Hill in Ottawa, Canada.
Thank you.